such a nice day.
I know, yes. Since January, the UK was in its third lockdown, which basically meant I had to work on my own on the new van, coupled with the weather, which was super cold, super freezing. Didn't really enjoy building on my own. Now I've got Lauren back.
I have been sort of going between working on the videos and the website and client work and helping him build the van. It's so good to be back. And it's so sunny at the moment and life's just better now.
And I think from April we can probably start travelling in the UK. The rough plan is to finish the other van, finish this van, then go travelling.
We should probably explain, we haven't suddenly finished the van. This is not the same van as we've been working on.
No, this is Willow.
This is Willow,
this
our
is van
first
one.
van. This is our van. The one we're working on is to sell. So this is the one we'll be going travelling in.
Yeah.
But we still need to get the other one done. We're hoping by the end of March.
I reckon
It's a little bit
towards the
ambitious,
end of
but
March, first week of April, if we hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today I think the plan is to fit the diesel heater, which is going in this bench here. So I'll have to drill straight through the floor, run all the pipes out, the exhaust and the air intake. We'll run the cabling, and then we've got to find a little space for the little control panel.
Okay, so we've picked this spot. We're pretty sure it's fine underneath the van. So Amir's just traced that plate, and now he's about to put a pilot hole in the van, and we're keeping our fingers crossed.
I always hate this bit. It's always like, if you get it wrong, you really got it wrong.
It'll be fine. Good thoughts, everybody. Oh no!
It's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those angles. It's on the edge of like these angles, and it's just snapped my thing.
Take two. Can we talk about that noise that I just made? What? Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's alright. Right. Ready, this is going to make
Looking
a
good.
horrible sound, but...
Okay. Here goes first hole saw.
So, we have our first hole drilled right the way through the bottom of the van.
Oh good. Second hole and then lunchtime.
Let me just double check that's in the right spot. This is making me so nervous.
Yeah. Shut up.
Nah, it's in the right place.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's fine. We just got to get the second one in.
Second hole.
Just
And
try
then lunchtime. Best time of the day, in my opinion. Best time of the working day, anyway.
Okay.
Ah! We have the hole saw. Nope. The drill bit. We have the drill bit.
Winner, winner.
Hole number 2.
That fits perfectly in there. All the holes in the right place, which means these holes will line up in the right place. When you're cutting holes in the van, obviously you've got to go through the metal, and you need hole saw bits and metal drill bits as well. And if you use a normal drill, like, it will struggle, in our experience anyway. So basically you need one of these, which is just a corded, more powerful drill. And the good thing about these sorts of drills is that you can have a handle that you can move around, so you can loosen that. If you set it up like that, you can have a lot of like support. So to drill in like flat, you know, it won't wobble around, whereas if you've only just got the handle like that and you're trying to do it, chances are you can slip. And when you're cutting holes in the van, slipping is not what you want to do.
So for most of the van build, one of those handheld battery powered drills is plenty for anything woodworky, anything like that. That's absolutely fine. But when you really need a corded, more powerful drill, is anytime you're cutting a hole in the actual van itself. So for us, that's drilling through the bottom to secure in, what are we fitting today? The diesel heater. And other things like the water inlet and That's what you use this kind of size for.
It sort of depends on what sort of size holes you need. If you just need like a tiny little hole just to start you off, you can get away with a handheld drill and a metal drill bit. But if you want a nice, neat, you know, hole like that or like that size, you're not going to be able to do that with a handheld drill unless you've got a super powerful handheld drill. And if you can't get hold of one, see if you can borrow one, because you don't need it for every stage of the build. You only need it like on the odd occasion, like cutting 2 holes here. No, this won't actually fit because we've got bolts on it, but the idea is that would fit somewhere in there, like that.
Looking good.
Right.
What's it time for?
The next part of the build.
No. I mean, I don't want to speak on Amir's behalf right now, but I think what he actually means is lunch is next. Let's go to lunch.
Let's go to lunch.
It's turned into a bit of a everything and anything kind of day. We're now putting more holes in the van with the water fill-up point. So actually, you can see it on Willow right here, it's this one. So we're putting this exact same thing in. Right here, in the exact same place.
Okay, so to start with, you can see the contraption I've built back here. So basically, when you're fitting water tanks, they're an absolute pain to get up there because you sort of have to push them up and get them like on your chest and then try and push them up and put the brackets in. I found another solution, which is grab the jack from your van, stick that on a plank of wood, unless you've got, you know, flat ground underneath. We've got pebbles. And then just balance the water tank on top of the jack wherever you want it to go, and then either twist it with your hand, or if you want to speed things up, grab a standard little drill, put a hook bolt in the end, which comes with the fitting kits, and then you can spin it up and down like quite quickly. So you can like down, like back up again. So on this side of the van, under here is the fill hose. And that's got a nice thick blue hose that attaches to the other side of this. And basically this is a gravity fill, so this needs to be higher than the water tank. So this goes into there, gets screwed in. There's a double skin on this section, which is annoying because you've got to cut through both.
Can I get some safety goggles, please?
Okay.
Health and safety is cool. Don't forget. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Okay, so we've cut through the outer skin, now we're just going to cut through the inner skin.
You okay?
There was a hot metal flying at me there. Okay, quick little update on where we're at. We've got the brackets over here. They don't come coated, so I've just sprayed them with a direct to metal primer, and then I'll do a direct to metal top coat as well, just so that these brackets don't rust, which we didn't do on Willow, which was a mistake. And then what I've done here is just painted the edge with the same direct to metal primer, just to seal that up. I'm just waiting for that to dry, and then I can slicken that in place. What we do need to do is fit the water level gauge to the fresh tank, so that once we've put it in there and mounted it, we don't have to take it back out again, which we should be able to get finished today.
So this is what we're fitting. So basically this sits this way up in the tank. This sits this sits this way up in the tank, and this is a float. So when the water levels, so the bottom of the tank is here, when the water levels full, the float goes up there, and then it somehow sends a signal down this wire. Somehow
It sends a signal down the wire,
and the wire goes to a gauge which is somewhere else, but we have shown it before in one of our past videos. So I have these stainless steel screws. Important that they're stainless steel so that they don't rust, because obviously if this is water, it's going to be exposed to the elements. Stainless steel is the way to go. Keep dancing with the devil, but he needs a lot of back. van's a little bit of a state, as per usual. So we're just going to quickly tidy that up, and then today we are fitting the last upper cabinet. So we've got these two that are already done, fitted, and then we've just got one more for in here. So we're going to fit the upper cabinet, and then you can probably see each one has a plate for the hinges on it. So we just need to attach all the doors now. And that's the job for this morning.
Cool.
Yeah. Mess. So we've secured all the upper cabinets in through these like beams that we put in the upper cabinets. Amir built these in episode 8 and 9. I think that's right. And if you watch them, you'll see that Amir put in these beams. That's part of the structure of the upper cabinets, and so they're mainly for securing them into the ceiling.
How strong do you reckon?
Don't, because if it does fall down. Oh my god, no feet on the floor. Okay, you can stop now.
Strength test.
Well, there you go. There you go, guys. It's nice and strong.
We've got those little furniture blocks
Yeah.
also
We need to
to
get them
attach them back. If you look really carefully, that's where the vertical battens are in the framing of the van that we put in, so the wooden battens. So that means a block is going to go there in order to hold it down. Then there'll be another block probably there, I think. And what that will do is that will pull the upper cabinet back to the wall and strengthen it even more, so then it really won't move, and then you can do more chin-ups on your upper cabinet. So the next little bit is just to attach the hinges back into the doors.
So we've just attached the hinges and, more importantly, the handles onto all the doors. And I'm kind of in love with these. They're so sleek. We've gone for like a really different design to Willow. It's nice to be able to do both, actually, because when you're building one van, there's so many good ideas out there. You know, there's so many things you like, there's so many different kind of designs you like. You need to pick a theme, and the theme in Willow was not like sleek like this, but I always like admire those vans too, and now we get to build one of these, and it's nice.
Cabinets in, cupboard doors are on. There's a few little touch-ups that need doing, but that's all cool. Huge.
They're nice, and they are huge. And that one at the end doesn't shut because I don't think we've actually
Because of the wall.
showed the wall that we made the other day. So this is the wall that we made the other day. It's going to form part of the kitchen carcass, so it's 18mm ply, and the rest of the kitchen carcass will be 18mm ply. So this wall is not yet cut to size, but you can see our pencil marks. That is where it's going to be cut. So the worktop will come up to here, which is when it goes straight down. And then this bit is partly because the hob is going to be here. As you can see, we're not having a wall between the cab and the living area. So we didn't want frying oil to splatter over to the driver's seat. So there's a wall that's going to be tiled, just like the backsplash. And behind this wall is going to be a thermal curtain, so that should hopefully tuck roughly in there. It's pretty nice.
That soft close is quite sassy.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's nice you can just drop them as well.
Yeah.
Like if you just sort of like do that.
is Friday. It's the last day of work before the weekend. Hallelujah. So today, basically yesterday, we got to work on these benches. We took them out the van. We filled all the edges and filled everything that needs filling. So today we're sanding them back and painting them. And then when they're all painted, they'll be able to be installed, but that realistically probably won't be today because we need to do coat of paint, let it dry, sand it back, coat of paint, let it dry, sand it back a couple of times. So today will realistically just be the first coat on the benches. We've made the tops, instead of slats, we've made it out of 18mm plywood and put these holes so that the mattress can breathe. So today's just about finishing these up. Oh, and we went and bought hinges. We went and bought hinges this morning so that we can set them in. Set in the hinges, sand, paint, sorted.
It's 3:10. We're cracking on. Everything's taking longer than usual. Lauren sanded off all of the benches, so that all looks good. Done a bit more filling just where there's a couple of scuffs. I cut all the lids, so you can see that lid's now done. That lid's obviously still done. And the one outside, you can't see it, but yeah, cut all the lids for that. Cut all the holes in, routed off all the edges, that's all nice and smooth. And then started setting in hinges. So you can see over here that this hinge is actually flush with the wood. This one isn't because it's not yet been cut in, but that's then flush.
That's the update.
It's so cold. Your hands are so
I know.
cold.
I'm freaking freezing. I'm gonna go put my hands on a radiator and carry on sanding. That's what I do best.